So for those of you who don't know, Roblox is an online gaming platform. Essentially the way it works, it's an online gaming platform where you can play games that are either designed by other users or create and share your own games using Roblox's proprietary software. And it's actually really cool. I checked it out the other day. The website is really, really interesting. It's available on Apple, Android, Amazon App Store, Xbox One, and Microsoft. Basically on anything that you can get Wi-Fi and internet access to, you can play any of the games on Roblox. So currently they have about 32.6 million people who use this every single day in over 180 countries. That is one of the largest daily active user bases that I've seen for any company in a while. But essentially, if this game is started off with the younger demographic, so anyone who is in their teens or younger probably plays on this game. According to the CEO of Digital World Research, they say that Roblox is essentially like a substitute for a babysitter. They said when parents need a break and they're at home, Roblox is just like a substitute for a babysitter. It's like Minecraft meets Nintendo meets Lego and mobile and just all the games combined. Basically, it's just all of those mashed up into one. Top researcher at Digital World Research says that the company started with a really young demographic, and that's what most companies, most tech companies, that's what ends up happening, like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of them always start off with that younger demographic, and over time it starts to get older and older, but still Roblox is in that very early stage still, mostly younger demographic. And this IPO, essentially, the money that they're gonna raise from it gives them the opportunity to build more content for the platform, or to go to like adjacent platforms like music or partnering with Spotify or movie services. And the CEO of Roblox says that's essentially where they're going. The CEO, David Baszucki, and he founded this in 2004, and he estimates that 3/4 of American children age 9 through 12 hang out on Roblox every month. That's insane. That's probably one of the most played platforms out there right now. Like, he said 75% of all children between 9 and 12. And really, they said because of the pandemic, they were crushing it. That's when they really took off. Now they have 33 million people who use it daily. And he said moving into the future, the company, they have pretty big goals. Like, I was looking into this, they have some really, really exciting stuff that they're trying to do. And it's from making movies with Roblox content, creating a universal translator for people around the globe to gather in a collective virtual space. He said ultimately the dream is down the road to essentially have, make movies from the content, have that universal translator, and they really have a big vision for the company. It seems like what they're trying to do, not exactly the same, but they're trying to be a very, very well-known brand. And I don't know exactly how that will work, just because there's so many different games on the platform. So it's not like, let's say, it's very different from, I don't know, you can't really compare to Disney, but let's just say Disney. Disney has main characters, and they make movies out of them, then they can make games from those characters, they make merchandise. Roblox is trying to do something similar where they have these games, the couple games that people really, really like, the most popular ones. Then with those games, they want to make all this other content with. And that could be pretty exciting. Going into some of the numbers though with the company, it also looks really good there. So right now, Roblox, the amount they paid out to developers, they paid out $328.7 million last year. That's up almost 200% from the year before, which is huge. That's really big. And one thing to keep in mind, though, the amount they paid to developers increased at a much higher percentage than how much money they actually made, their sales growth. Their sales growth broke $923 million. So essentially what's happening is they're paying out more money to the developers, people who use the platform to make games, but they're not increasing the revenue as much. And the reasoning for this is they said that it's important that they pay out their developers a lot of money. The only way their platform grows and gets better is if people actually make games, want to spend time to make games on their platform. And the only way that these games are going to get better is if they're monetizing it and if the people then work more time on the games. So they said that's why they're focused so much on the creator side, paying out a lot of money to creators, because they know their platform, the foundation of it is the creators. So if they're incentivizing people to make better games, to continue to work on the games, well then that is what's going to lead to long-term growth for this company. Currently they have more than 1,250 developers who earn $10,000 in the digital currency Robux, and they have over 300 creators who earned over $100,000. So that's really the main part of their company. They want to make sure games get better, and that's why they're incentivizing people. They have such a great monetizing platform for these creators to make money. Example of this, there's one guy, I was reading up on it, one guy, him and his girlfriend make $49,000 per month from their action game called Bad Business. They sell outfits and weapons players can use to make their characters look cooler, perform better, and they've been spending a lot of time working on this game. But it's very exciting because this platform, it's not just like, oh, you have one game, it's going to go out of style. No. Constantly new games are being created for this platform from different creators, and it's never going to go stagnant. Like, if people get bored of a game, there's going to be new games coming up on the platform. And that's why they're spending so much money on creators. And that's why such a large portion of the money they make goes to creators, because they know without the creators, they don't have a platform. And they are the ones who build the platform with all of these new, exciting games. The company's going public with a $30 billion market cap, which is huge. It's huge, but it's really exciting. This company has so much potential because there's no limit to the number of games. There's no limit to the innovation that could take place on the platform in terms of their games. Their proprietary technology makes it easy for anyone to make games. You don't have to be an expert coder, and it is really, really exciting. Can't wait to see what happens here. If they're able to fulfill all the things that they have planned with movies and that universal translator and all the merchandise. It'll be really interesting to see what happens. And I don't know if I'm going to be investing in it right away, because it's probably going to have, be really rocky to start. It's going to go up and down. It's going to be a roller coaster ride the first couple days of its IPO. But it is one of the most talked about companies that is IPOing in 2021. So that is really, really exciting.